Alright students, so we are going to continue with the education app. So we have already created 3 pages. We have our create account page, we have our login page and our home page. Of course earlier I had some, I've included a sign out button, accidentally I deleted it, so no problem. So before we continue, let us try to see, let's go to the setting. And under the settings we're going to look at the navigation bar and app bar. So here under the styling we are going to just change some style. So we're going to remove the elevation, we're going to keep it as 0. So elevation means for the navigation bar, if there's elevation it will show as if it is a bit floating. So we're just going to remove the floating effect. The background color, let's see, we can choose the primary background, and for the icon we can keep as primary text, so that is that. Icon size 30, then this is for the icon. Then for the text we keep it as 22, and the text color is again primary text, and we can set the headline medium. So this one we can keep as headline medium. This is the theme text style, so it will be something like this color. So we're just going to set this, and now we can actually go back to the pages. So under the pages here let us delete this home page. We'll delete this home page. We'll add a new page. So we're going to create a blank page, and this one let's put as home page again, and we're going to click at create page. So now you see it actually follows the earlier theme that we actually have set. So what we want to do in this home screen page is that we want to come up with find a tutor option with tabs. So notice that you will have an error here because earlier we have linked the authentication page setup to the earlier page, which is when you go to login page, when you click sign in, under the action flow, so when you click edit, you want to actually log in, we remove the page so it doesn't actually show where we actually want to go. So let us see, let me just remove this and see. Oh, okay, why the navigate automatically is on, but why is it showing error earlier is, let's go back to the settings and integration. Under the app details, this part, under the initial page, of course we have the create account will be the initial page. The logged in page, currently there's no page selected, so we want to select the home page. Now you should clear off the error. So let's see. Yes, now we are clear of error. So let's go back to the page. So it will automatically navigate to home screen. So there's no error now. So let's go to the home page. Okay, so we have the page screen. So let's go to the widget tree so you can see what's happening. So under the home page, so we have the app bar, we have the text, and we already have the column here. So let us actually remove this column. We'll delete this column so that we'll have the home page, app bar, and also the text. So we can click on the text, and we're going to change this as find a tutor. So yeah, done with that. And then there's a shortcut key. When you press Ctrl F, you see immediately the add elements comes in. So now you can actually add let's add the column here, and then inside the column let's add a text. Okay, so we have add the text here, and I want to search for tab bar. So you can see there's a tab bar here, so drag and drop this tab bar inside. So you have the find a tutor, the text, and that's all the tab bar. Okay, so now we're going to just select the, wait a minute, where the column is, this column. So make sure you select this column, where inside this column is where you have the text and also the tab bar. So once you've selected the column, you can see it is selected. We want to make sure this text is aligned. Currently, if you look at the properties, is centered, so we want to align it to the left, and maybe we can add a little bit of padding. Let's see, 60. Oh, sorry, not for the entire column, my bad. So we want to now, so after you have done justifying left for the column, now you select the text. So now we add the padding to the text, which is 16. So remove a bit, and wait, hold on. Again, select the text, and we can actually choose the label medium text here. So then we're going to go up, and we're going to change here. We're going to type review the listings below for available tutors. So after doing that, so we have 3 tabs here. So we can edit the name of the tab by directly clicking on it. So maybe the first one we can put all. The second tab we can put as sorry, what happened? The second tab we can put as favorite, and the third tab you can change it to highly rated. Okay, so we have added here. So once you click on the tab bar, you can see the various options that you actually have here. So you can see that you have the under the label properties, the selected color, and the font weight for the selected. So currently you can see this is the selected one. So if you want, you can actually make it more bold. Let's say 700. So now you can see the selected ones is more bolded. So again, let's click on the tab bar setting. So you have under the label properties, the label style, font weight for the bold, and then if you scroll down, there is for the unselected label style. So maybe we can actually make it a bit more medium, so you can see the obvious between the selected and unselected. Again, let's go back to the tab bar, and so currently you can see it's actually it's not showing the highly rated properly. So maybe for that, let's scroll down and see on the theme text style. So maybe we'll try to choose label medium. Just hold on. Okay, label medium, it will be too small. Our label large, and let's see for the unselected label also, label large. Okay, so now we can actually see the highly rated in full right. So maybe now the selected one, let's see if we can make it a bit more bold. Click on the tab bar, label large, so the font weight, yeah, so we can make it bold, yeah, so that each time when you select, it's better. If you want even more thick bolded option, so you can do that as well. Currently it's font weight, this is for the selected 700 favorite highly rated, but highly rated gets a bit covered when you select it, so maybe, okay, either we can actually play with the font size or things like that. So let us see if currently it's label large, maybe make it label medium. Sorry, I keep select the tab bar, label medium, also label medium for the unselected ones. Sorry, I keep on pressing outside. So again, for the selected one, we want it to be bold. So yeah, so now it's bold. So if we click bold, it's bold. Okay, so we're able to see all the items here in F bar. So if you click on the tab bar option, sorry, tab bar, if you scroll down, one of the things that you will notice is that, where is it? Under the tab properties, currently we are indicator option. You can make it like a button, you can also make it like a toggle button, but we're going to keep it as indicator for now. I like this kind of setting, but up to you, you can actually choose whichever that you want, but we'll keep on the indicator style for now. So now let's click on the app bar. Under the primary color of the app bar, I think we want to make it okay, it is white. The secondary background is white, so you select secondary background which is white, and for the page we click on home page. Under the home page, the primary background, also we're going to select secondary background, which is make it white. So now everything is white. Okay, so we're done with that, and we want this area to be gray. So we have white and we want it gray. So here we can let's see, we can add a container here, and now the container is selected. So let's go to container property, we make the width as infinity, and we can try to increase the size to the maximum. So now let's try infinity, what happens. Okay, so there is some error when you do that. So leave container at this height, maximum height. Sorry, click on container. So for this container color, okay, so here we can actually select primary background, so it gives us the gray color effect. So let me just close this is closed, so we can have this. So the next thing that we want to do, again, control F. Let's see, control F. So we want to add a list view. Okay, we have it here. We're going to put it inside a container, so we have the list view. So using this list view, we are going to do a backend query so that we can actually get the data on the list of tutors. That's what we're actually going to do. So next thing we want to do is we want to add a user cart. So we click on widgets, search for template. So this is, let's say, users. Let's see if I click users under cart view. I'm going to use this one, list 3 users. So drag and drop it here. So we have it here. So done with that. So let us click on the list view. So under the list view, we can actually add padding, let's say 12, 12, sorry, 12 and 12, sorry, this is 11, 12. Oh, sorry, not the list view, my bad. Let me just reset this back. Select on the item, this one, the container. So let's see if we do the padding now. Is it correct? Yes. This is 12, this is 12, and this is 12. Yes, now it's correct. So you want to do only for this, the container for this list view item. And then what we can actually do is we can set the border radius. You can now it's sharp, so you can make it 8, 8, 8, and 8. So you can see now it is have a nice curve, soft edges. And then what we can actually do, we can create a box shadow. So you can click through on this. So now you see it creates a nice box shadow. So if I enlarge this, you can see, right? So here we have this tags. This tags we can delete. We don't need that. So just leave like this. And you can actually click on the lightning icon for you to run your app in the test mode. So we have tested, we are in the test mode. So of course we have already created an account, so we can click on sign in here and make sure you try to log in with the credentials earlier. Now we're gonna sign in because we've already done it earlier before. So yes, it comes to find a tutor page. Of course we have not done the other tabs yet, but just do it like this. So you can end the session and go back. So next thing that we want to do is so after login, currently of course we come to this home page where we have find a tutor. But another one more thing that I would like to add is adding a profile page. So adding this profile page, you can actually validate that you have already logged in. So that would be a nice thing. So I think the shortcut key is, let me just try and see, is it Control K? Yes, Control K. So the shortcut key is Control K. Just now for the element was Control F. So we're going to click Add Page. So under the settings, if you go under the settings here, of course you have the authentication, templates, already content template, list templates, and we're going to look at the settings template. So we don't have to recreate back everything, we can just use the template. So let's see which one we can use. So we will use this one. So we can use my theme. So select this is profile 16, simple profile. So we can use my theme. So we can name this as profile page, then click on create page. So there you have it. So now what we want to do is that we can add a navigation bar. So if you go under the pages and you click at home page, this is the home page. So let's click on show on navigation bar. So it says that navigation bar is currently off in app setting. So we can go back to the settings. You can see under the navigation bar. So there's an option here, navigation bar. We click on show navigation bar. So it says requires 2 pages to have show on navigation bar set. I think the error is because if you go back to your pages, home screen, we click show nav bar, and then going to click on profile page, and here we also want to show on navigation bar. So now we have it. So we have two, we have the home and also we have the profile. So if you go back to the setting, so you can see that there is this home page which is linked to this icon, and profile page is this icon. So you can see you have this setting. Okay, let's go back to the pages here. So here under the my profile, let's click on this text. I think you can delete this text. So we have this email. So click on this text and you can see here the orange icon. So this orange icon allows us to get the variable, feed the variable. So what we want to do is we want to select the authenticated user and we want to click on email. So this means that when you actually log in, your email will actually appear here. So let us try and see under the testing whether does it appear. I'm not so sure why mine keep on showing build fail. So I hope yours is actually working fine. So never mind, let's go back here to the profile page. So by right when you actually log in, you should be able to see your login email. What could be the error? Let me just try to see. Okay, I think there is some issue here with this one. This button container. There is some issue with the define of this setting. So that is actually causing the error. So to make it simple, what we can actually do is we select this container of this light and dark button and delete it. So that leaves you in only the logout function. Now you try to run in test mode. Yes, so now it's working. So you can see, go back to the profile page. You can see we read from the email. So where does this, where do we actually get this from? Remember that we have actually already set up the authenticated users. This is actually by default, it actually capture. So under the authenticated users, you have email. See, so we are just reading from here and displaying here. So this shows that, yes, you are the authenticated or validated user. So let's go back to design. So the next thing that we want to do is, if you see under the home, sorry, go back here, pages. So under the home page, we're going to have the list of tutors. So currently in our database, we have authenticated users. This will be captured automatically. We also have created the public user where we can able to get the ID and also the email. So now what we want to do is we want to create a new table. So click on new table. So this new table, we will name it as tutors. So we are not going to enable the low level security. So just click confirm. So what are the columns that we want to actually have? So here we can actually have subjects. So these subjects, let's see, we can try to make it as, do we have okay, we can make it as there's no list here, so we can make it as a variable text string. Then we can have another column, location. So this location, let's see, this can be numeric. Oh wait, no, we can't be numeric. We can actually make it floating number point. Then we're going to add another column. So we're going to name this as category. This one we'll make it as string as well. We'll add another column. Let's say author. This one also we can keep it as variable. Later, is there anything to change? Then we can change. This is the name. So this will be string as well. And we can add, sorry, we can add description. Sorry, my hand typing sometimes doesn't get correct. Okay, so that's about it. If there's anything, then we can change. So we click on save. So it creates a category public tutor. So this is unrestricted. So let's say we just try to insert a row. Subject maths. Okay, then my location we fill later. Maybe the name we can actually put first. Then other descriptions we can add on later point of time. Oh, okay. There's no null restricted. That is because, sorry, oh, this got changes. So there's some error here. Let's go back to the table. Let's click on edit table. Under the settings here, okay, it's nullable, but let me just try to see. Okay, so we'll try to add again. So we insert row, so we just can put the subjects maths. Location we'll fill later, so now we just put at 0. Category we'll fill that later. Author later. We just want to keep it simple and try to see how we can capture the data. Expert, sorry, expert level. So we click save. Okay, so we have one, so maybe we'll insert another one. Subject English. Location we can do that later. Category later. Author later. Name, let's put some name there. 5 years experience. This is just for the sake of entering data. Okay, save. Click save. Okay, so we have a public table which is tutor, which has already been created. So now let's go back to our app here. So we go back to the settings. Let's go back to the Superbase. So currently there's only one user, so we need to get schema. So now we can see we have tutors. So we have users already, so we have tutors now. Alright. So with that, let's go back to our pages here. So here let us click on, make sure you shall select the list view. So under the list view, what we want to do is we want to create a backend query. We want to link this to our, so we have a Superbase query. So which table? Yes, tutors. We want to link it to tutors. So this is, make sure you select the list view. List of rows, we're going to be single time query. So what does single time query means? It means that you don't need this to be real time. So once you're in the page, it updates. Once you're in the page, then it doesn't have to keep on updating real time. Unless if it's something like a social media app where you have the chat messages and things like that, those need to be real time. So for this case, we just use a single time query. So click confirm and confirm. So it automatically will create multiple children's. So we can see that between the list there's some spacing. So again, let's go back here and click the container, which highlights the first one. So let's click on this revert back. So remove back all the paddings. So click back on list view. So make sure list view is selected. So go back to the settings. So under the settings you have item spacing. So you can put the item spacing 12 here. So you see you get the item spacing 12. So you can also have the start spacing also 12 and the end spacing 44. Okay, so we have that. Let's see what is this shrink wrap. Okay, we just leave it as it is for now. Let me see why there's no padding on the left and right. Okay, so I included the padding for the list view. So once you have done that, then let's click on the text item. So clicks on the variable. So now you can see there is this tutor row. So we can actually put, say for example, subjects, and this one text, secondary text, as click again the tutors row, name, example. Okay, let's click a default value is required. Let's just put tutor confirm. So let us try to put this in test mode, and here you have it. So you can see that it actually links to the database. Of course we have not done the others yet. So you can see Maths, Ahmed, English Ramu, and profile. You can see your authenticated email is here. So we will stop here for now and we will continue. So I hope you can actually do up to this point. So you should have users table. Later what we do under the users, we'll add on columns and things like that, and for the tutors we can actually also edit this table as well. So as of now you should be able to have this, find a tutor. You should have this tab bar which is working, and you should make this list view dynamic based on your tutors table. So hope you can actually do up to this point. Then I'll make another video for you to continue with this app.